And we're on. Welcome back, everyone, after a multiple week hiatus from the show. We have people lined up, kicking down doors, breaking windows to get back in. Okay, how are you doing?
I'm great, minus my internet being fucking stupid.
Well, we are going to hope for the best as we proceed forward today and hope that your internet holds on at least enough to get us through this. This little
Fingers crossed.
Yes, fingers are crossed. Hey, look, we have somebody watching. Hey, welcome.
Hey, hi Nicole, with your fancy Halloween filter, because that's the only holiday that you like.
So we're off to a good start. All right, so we'll find out what's been going on, what's coming up, and then I've got a few. I actually have like a couple of things planned to see how they go, and so we'll see. See if that makes things a little more enticing for folks to be a part of.
Sounds good.
So, anyone who is unaware and is not watching and is listening, my name is Craig. The man to the side of me here is known by one name only, and that is Alkai, comparable to Madonna, Cher, and so on and so forth.
If you look at how my name is built out, it's all first names, so it's kind of like a Ricky Bobby effect.
That is true. That is true. He's Mr. First Name, regardless of how you spin it.
Mr. First Name.
Mr. First Names. I'm coming to you from Industry Strength Gym, which is now fully operational. I have everything up and working. So anyone who's interested is invited to get a hold of me and stop by. We did have a guest not last weekend, the weekend before. Our loyal follower.
Oh, Chelsea.
Yeah. Your client Chelsea came by and got a lift in while she was in town. So
dope.
That was nice for her to come by and show some love to the new gym. But anyone else who's interested is in town, make sure you come by, get a hold of me, get in for a lift. If you live in the area and you're not lifting here, then I don't know, you're kind of a bitch. So you can go either join or go fuck yourself. So happy birthday. All right, we want anyone to also make sure you go to generalleathercraft.com to see our friends at Pioneer Lifting. If you missed they were calling it a Christmas sale, right? Their Christmas sale at the beginning of October. Well, then you missed out. And that's what that, basically all that comes down to.
I was really debating on buying one, but the only bummer thing about the belts lasting so fucking long is I can't buy another one.
It's hard. It's hard to justify spending that amount of money when the quality makes them last for so long. And it's like, I really want one, but can I justify, even at a discount, spending the money?
Yeah. So what I might do is just buy another belt, like another buckle, like a latch in a different color, and just roll with that
and pretend it's. And that way, it'll trick yourself into thinking it's brand new.
Pretend it's brand new.
That's right. Look at my new belts.
Yeah.
My new lever belts. Old belt, new lever.
Dude, I've still had that same one since it broke fucking...
That was like, what, 3 years ago now?
Probably, yeah.
Yeah. So, good quality, obviously. Alkai is not gentle on his shit. So, if it's lasted him this long, it will last you too. So even if you didn't take advantage, make sure you get in there. The earlier you order, the faster it's going to get. The longer you wait, the longer the wait time is going to be, because I imagine they're pretty stinking busy right about now. They're at Pioneer Lifting. Also, make sure if you need straps, wraps, any of that kind of stuff, that you go ahead and check them out. Or if you just need a regular belt for your regular pantaloons, you can head on over there and they've got you covered as well. So they do some really cool shit. Go follow them on social media. They post some really cool belts that they do for people. Just kind of, they do a good job updating. He even Matt even went on to I don't know if you saw his story where he was blasting that other dude from Texas, that they were promoting a lever belt like theirs.
Oh yeah.
and, and I mean, just ruthless. Like, I loved it. I thought it was great. Like, just flat out just blasted the dude for ripping off their, what they've patented. And the guy ended up back.
Shit.
Yeah, the guy got a hold of him, apologized, and backed out of the whole deal. So, good job, Matt. Good job, Pioneer Lifting. That's where you go for good belts. If you want to, go to Rogue and order one there, they also sell Rogue belts that are built by Pioneer as well as many other companies also have Pioneer build their belts for them.
Yep.
And also go to maxbarbell.com for all your other lifting needs, any singlets or whatnot that you may need. I need to get a hold of them. I have singlets I need to get. I have things I need to do from Max Barbell, so I myself also need to get a hold of them and get that shit taken care of. And you should too. maxbarbell.com. It's simple. It's easy. No excuse. Visit all the shows, social media, all the platforms that the podcast is on by going to @_lifting ugly, lifting _ugly, or just search lifting ugly and you will find what you
Our
need.
ugly faces. Yeah.
You will indeed. Alkai here is at bellies _out _benching. Mm-hmm. You can find some high quality lifting videos from Alkai and his friends out there in sunny California, and all the shenanigans that those folks are up to, which is quite enjoyable, I must say.
Yeah.
And then make sure also, if you are online and going down rabbit holes, go to liftingugly.com. We do have shirts, hats, beanies. It's getting colder. Sweatshirts, because it's getting colder as well. It's going to be really fucking cold here. So if you didn't get a sweatshirt or a beanie yet, then it's too late for the coming up cold, but don't delay. It's going to happen again.
Buy some shit.
Get some stuff. I simplified it. I took some things off that really haven't sold much of anything. So it's a little more, the greatest hits are still available.
Oh, perfect.
If you want to be a monthly supporter of the show, you can do so at patreon.com/liftingugly and go there and do whatever you'd like there. You can just look at the different options. You can actually sign up for one of the options, or you cannot. You can keep doing what you've been doing and not do that. But if you want to support in free ways, not free, no money out of pocket, all it takes is a small amount of time. Make sure you are like everything. If you're watching on Facebook, make sure you like the page, make sure you like the podcast, make sure you do all those things. And if you have time or you're watching on YouTube, make sure you subscribe. Make sure you like the videos, the podcast, the live videos that we have on there. All those things kind of help generate us up in the algorithm for everyone else to be able to find us. And if you are listening on a streaming service, Spotify, Apple, whatever the case may be, subscribe and like all that shit so that more people can find us. The more people that find us, the more ambitious we'll be to continue providing hopefully some entertainment for you all.
How have you not already at this point?
If you have, we already know, and we've said many times how lazy all of you are. And that's fine. I am too. I've shirked some duties that I was supposed to been doing. So I'm with you. We're not saying that we're above it all. You're just like us, and that's why you're here. But when you think about it, just take a couple minutes and help us to help you. And on that note, let's get this party started. All right, we won't let that drag out too long.
Yeah.
So again, welcome everyone. We are on episode 47, Lifting Ugly podcast. This is a welcome back episode. If anyone's noticed, I think it's been almost a month since we've been on.
Holy fuck.
At least 3 weeks. This might be like the 4th week.
That's what I'm. Yeah.
A lot has gotten in the way. A lot of personal things, a lot of business things, and then just kind of being, I don't know, kind of being a punk about it. So to be honest with you, it's just kind of a man, I don't give a fuck type of attitude for a little bit of it. So, but it's like, well, we need to give everyone a shot and make sure that we give the people what they want. So we may not be every week, but we'll get on here and give some updates and come up with some things that are hopefully a little bit entertaining for everyone. I wanted to start out before we get into some other things. I thought it would be fun because I do talk a lot of shit. I do on here. I do in general and whatnot. I don't. Anyone who is with me on Facebook. Let me get rid of that. I don't post a lot on Facebook, but I do comment a lot on Facebook. That is my shit talking platform. So here's what I wanted to do. So I'm going to share. I have my activity log pulled up for Facebook, and so I want to pick and choose. And some of them are as recent as like 20 minutes ago.
Love that.
So we're going to look at the post and what my comment is on the post so that nobody feels left out. Like I am equal opportunity. Let's do screen share. Hopefully I can keep track of which ones I want to share and which ones I really need to keep people out of.
No, roast everyone. Fuck it.
Yeah. Well, I'm not even talking about roasting. I'm talking about, it could be something, a little something that doesn't need to be put up. All right. So can you see the screen?
Yes.
Okay. Actually, let me refresh this real quick because I know I have one. Because our friend Maria just posted. Let's go to Maria's post. Hold on. Let me figure out how to work this. Okay, here it is. So Maria's post. Did you see this one?
Yeah, no, I didn't. I don't use my Facebook for shit, like ever.
So I'm not going to use most people's names, but we've talked about Maria. Maria's great. So she says, so if you're listening, it's a picture of a skeleton with a sword in his back. She says, seriously running out of backspace for you MFs to stab. My comment, some people love taking it from the back.
Did she respond?
She did. Let's go back here real quick. She I don't want to delete. I want to view that shit. Okay. Let's see. Nicole said probably
wrong time.
Yeah. So there's
don't post serious shit online.
Let's see. So I posted this one. It's kind of everywhere. I don't know if you saw actually this is a picture I took out of my Dirty Witch. Slow Children at Play. So a guy I went to school,
bro.
Yeah, a guy I went to school with. From the time I was little, he says I feel attacked. So my comment back was like, "You aren't a child."
Yeah.
Not saying you're not slow. You're just not a child. Let's go down. I want to get out of today's. Let's see. Oh, here's one. I think this one was okay. So post. The only pussy you destroyed was your mom's, bro. Stop acting gangsta. My response. I was a C-section.
Jesus Christ.
I mean, I'm not even. I won't even get out of like. I could stay in like today's probably for most of these. Okay. Oh yeah. Okay. This is a good one. This was just today too. Attention, white people! You cannot be Jeffrey Dahmer for Halloween. And I said, bigger question: can a young gay black person be Jeffrey Dahmer? No.
Stir the pot.
No response yet on that one though. Shocking. Okay, let's see. No, that's just that was a picture of some girl that I responded. That's one big fat cooch. But it wasn't out of the norm. It really was a big fat cooch. Let's see. Trying to find where I had some others. Okay, maybe this one. This one might be. We'll see how this one holds up. This will be the last one. I had some picked out, and then I was like, I didn't get a chance to upload them. So, men, if you are young enough that I could have put you in diapers, or old enough that I could put you in diapers, now we shouldn't date. So I said, what if being diapered is a fetish and not because of my age?
Oh.
And she said, there's an app for that. Yeah.
There's an app
she said
for
that. And I said, oh, I know.
Oh my God. You call it diaper dates?
Diaperdandies.com.
Oh. Diaper delights.
I mean, and that was like, I think that wasn't all of them. I mean, those are like the highlights, but that's like,
yeah,
maybe the last 12 hours worth.
I mean, when I do open my Facebook, 90% of the time it's fucking your bullshit comments for the first like 8 scrolls that I have.
Because I could probably go, if I go to Randy's Facebook page.
Oh, 100%.
I could probably get you.
You troll Randy pretty greatly.
Yeah, and that's just, and mainly because he's a great sport about it all.
He is, but he does bring it upon himself pretty hard.
He does, and I think he kind of enjoys it. He kind of,
I think so too.
He likes to see. Maybe he hasn't really posted.
He makes it easy for you and Charlie.
He does.
Yeah.
So yeah, well, he posted one that says, "No matter how good of a person you are, you're the asshole in someone's story." And so I just put, I said, you should probably reverse that for me. And it should be, no matter how big of an asshole I am to everyone, I am good in somebody's story.
That's
like a person.
A person. One.
Someone, let's see. Yeah, he hasn't posted anything controversial that I would that I could.
I feel like all of the political shit talking or COVID shit talking has slowed down from everybody, so maybe we just need a resurgence of it.
Yeah, we need something.
Block me on Instagram again.
Yeah, right.
I'm a domestic terrorist.
Yeah. Anyway, Randy needs to step it up. He's posting some really fucking boring shit. Oh no, that was the one. Okay, did you see he got his bike stolen?
Like his motorcycle?
His motorcycle. All right, let me go back to the share screen because I'm going to share this one for everyone. So he got his motorcycle stolen, so he posted, hey, anyone can keep a lookout, and he has a name for his bike.
But I mean, it's a bright yellow bike. How do you...
Right. So somebody took it. Bike was found. Good things happen to good people with Randy.
Look at that sauce trough on his chin.
I know. There's got to be so much flavor in there.
So gross.
Is my comment? Did somebody get rid of my comment? That would be sad.
There's a good chance.
Maybe that was somebody else. Oh wait, no, here's his. That was somebody else. So he refers. Let's see. He goes, "Thank you, everyone, so much. You're fast as all. Quinn has been found."
Why is it Quinn?
I don't know. That's a good question. So let's go here and let's find Craig. I was towards the beginning.
Naturally.
Yeah. And his stuff, because of the algorithm, shows up really fast on my feed.
Jesus Christ.
Okay. They're just like every woman in your life. They leave, they get properly banged before you find them again.
Did his ex-wife comment on that?
Right. Like, technically that's still not your bike.
Let's be fair, I'm private in person too.
Yeah. So Christian's a Facebook trash talk champion. And, I was like, come on now. I can do it in person too. It's not just.
No, it's everybody.
Anyway. So I thought that was I enjoyed that one when I when I saw that and I was thinking of the comments to put on there. I was just fucking giggling to myself like no other joke.
Of course you did.
I thought it was so much fun. So. All right. And I wanted you to think of something, but we're gonna go over events.
Okay.
And then we'll go with the last little segment.
Okay, sounds good.
So Alki here is getting ready. Your meet is next weekend?
November 6th. So
2 more weekends.
We did all of our heavy shit this week. Next week is all openers. And then the following week is our last deload. And then I'm that Sunday.
Nice.
Mm-hmm.
So big meet coming up for Alki here.
Big meet.
Big numbers.
Numbers.
Pretty good numbers have been recorded.
Well, in retrospect, big for me, small in the grand scheme of things.
Well, small compared to some, big compared to a lot.
Sport.
Yeah, right. So there's some people that can lift more.
Mm-hmm. There's a lot of people that can lift more.
but there's also a lot more that can't even come close to lifting that much.
So I was actually talking about it with Kelly the other day because this sport gets very convoluted when you're around strong people all the time.
Yes.
So it can kind of throw your numbers out of perspective, which is kind of a bummer. But we are definitely looking for some sweet numbers with how everything moved this week, minus my fucking deadlift. I think we'll be on track for a close to, or if not, a 700 squat, a 530 bench, and hopefully like a 740, 750 pull. That'd be pretty cool.
Not too shabby. So what does that bring the total to?
Hold on, let me math because I'm fucking retarded and I can't do anything on my own.
Let's go phone calculator.
Plus 530 plus we'll go 740. 1970.
Hey. That was a good birthing decade. There you go. That's the decade that yours truly came out of. So.
Oh man.
Go 1970.
But yeah, honestly, this whole week went dope minus deadlifts, and the only problem with that is because I rushed my setup and I didn't like dig my fucking hand into the bar, but it moved. Like I thought it moved pretty quick.
The one that you just posted was yesterday. Yeah, it looked like it had some pretty good velocity to it.
Yeah, so 3 weeks ago or a month ago or whatever it was, I failed it at my knees. Like I got stuck right above my knee and it didn't move anywhere. This moved the entire fucking time. Maybe I didn't chalk my hand enough. Maybe I didn't grab the bar hard enough. Whatever. There's every excuse under the sun, but it started slipping out of my hands. But I locked that fucking shit out minus like a couple inches of my hips. Right. So I'd say I think I'm going to come back with an angry vengeance and we'll be chewing on Halo and Anadrol all day. So I don't think I'll be, I don't think I'm going to miss a single thing.
So that was 740, right?
That was 732.
732. Oh, okay. Mm-hmm. So 8 more pounds. That shouldn't be.
Yeah.
That should be a pretty easy jump hopefully in the the environment that you'll be involved in.
Oh yeah, no, I'm pretty excited for it. First one since last June.
Yeah,
since South Dakota.
A year and a half, and you'll be up. So it's looking at your numbers will have increased by what, 200?
100,
almost 200.
No, 130 pounds.
130 pounds.
Yeah, it was 1846 last time.
Oh, okay.
Mm-hmm.
Well, that's a pretty good jump in.
Yeah, dude, just good diet, good sleep, right? That's all you need.
Right. That's all. Yeah, that's right. If you can get a lot of good sleep and eat a lot of good food, which is not what either one of us are known for.
Yeah. Well, here's the key. Don't have sex with anyone, and it really it makes things better.
But have you tried having sex with everyone and seeing how that does?
Like just kind of like who wants it kind of thing, like just kind of standing there yelling into the space.
Yep.
No, I haven't, but you know what? I'm at the point now where I might just give it a try.
So I would say get through this meet.
Yeah.
And then pun intended, welcome all comers.
This meet too.
This meet. Once you're done with your meet, then let everyone else have some.
Yes.
And then
so I'm hoping
come one, come all. Alki is open for business.
I am open for business. No, I'm pretty excited. Like, I'm really excited for this meet. Like, I'm super excited for it. But I think I'm more excited for this kind of weight cut that I got coming after. I'm pretty stoked about it. So I think Adam and I are gonna do a real extended hypertrophy block, so I can kind of shave the rest of this butter off, and then ideally get down to 285.
So are you doing super heavies then?
Yeah, the plan was to go to the 308s, but once I got my CPAP, I started like my body kind of started recomping itself. So like I stayed around 320 to 325, but my body fat was dipping. So I think with the amount of sleep I was getting, my body was actually getting as dense as it should have been, because I was getting the recovery that I needed, because I wasn't sleeping for fucking how long. And that first like 3 weeks when I got my CPAP, like I felt really good. My body didn't feel as shitty and sluggish, but I was still the same weight, but like the body fat started coming off a little bit. So like all my shirts are fitting a lot better. My clothing is fitting a lot better.
The belly's not as out while benching.
Yeah, my titties aren't as fucking gross. So we're
a little less saggy.
Yeah, a little less saggy. So I mean, not bad. Like we're getting there. So I'm hoping the next meet I want to do is in Vegas next March or May. I can't remember. So hopefully I can get down to that with the new weight class.
Is that a national?
I'm not sure actually. So
in Las Vegas,
I actually haven't checked. It just kind of popped up on my feed, and I was like, oh, okay, cool. Well, that'll give me a goal for the next 6-7 months or whatnot.
Do some cutting and then see where that puts you.
Yeah. I'm just kind of ready to not have sore hips, ankles, and knees all the time. Knees and toes. I'm fucking super over it.
Shoulders, knees, and toes.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, that'll be fine.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I'm still modified everything.
What's up?
I said I'm still modified everything.
It's okay.
It sucks ass. Like my leg is so trash. Like, especially once I found out everything that was wrong with it.
Yeah.
Now I feel everything individually. And so it's like, my fucking groin really hurts today. Oh, it's my knee hurts. Oh, my hamstring's pulling, and it sucks.
Are you still seeing Shayla?
I need to go see her again. I went the one time, and then have just been kind of doing some stuff. I pushed my squat a little bit on Monday or Tuesday or whenever I did it. So I did SSB it was like 285, which is whatever. It felt fine. It moved fine. But everything after that fact did not feel great. Yeah. So I've been limping around the rest of the week, and my bench was a little off because of it. I couldn't really brace the way I wanted to for bench. So I had to modify that a little bit. And then today I just kind of went through some back and bicep and rear delt stuff real quick, and little bit of light hamstring work to just keep them working, keep them stretching, and do all that kind of stuff. So I have nothing fun to report on my lifting, like no progress. It all just still feels like shit.
I mean, honestly, at this point, if you can go through a session without having pain, that's a big win. So I would say just keep focusing on that, and then the weights will get back.
Yeah, eventually with it's one of those like your age really starts to become an aggravation because I don't know. I feel as old as I am for the most part. I know my age, but getting used to the recovery time and the repair time, the older you get, is really kind of depressing. So, I talked to one of the ladies that works out here, and she started. She was telling me about she started microdosing mushrooms.
I have a lot of friends that do it out here.
And she said that she feels great. She said she has ones that she take. They're basically almost like a pre-workout.
Oh, okay.
Because it focuses her mind, but then like increases like her aggression.
Oh.
But then like her just regular like daily, just kind of, it helps everything just to kind of, she's like, so let me know. She's like, I don't know if I'm supposed to be talking about this, you know. I said, well, probably, like, I would probably take it easy on who you discuss this with.
Mm-hmm.
I said, not like I'm going to go be like, hey, and go throw out names. I was like, but, so I'm like, I don't really want to get involved. But she's like, she said, I'm just throwing everything I can, because I think she's around the same age. She might be a year or two older.
Yeah.
But she's basically the same. She's like, I'm working all the time. She said, then when I finally get in and do the stuff I want to do, then everything fucking hurts and it's really annoying. I was like, I am with you on that.
I mean, I have friends that do it. I mean, they'll do it for like a couple weeks. Like, they waive it. So they'll do 3 microdoses a week, whether it's like the chocolate bars or they have like it's ground up in pill form. And it's like a super, super low dose, but it helps with like sleep. It helps with anxiety. It helps with any like PTSD, stress. And I tried it for a little bit too. And it's pretty fantastic, if I'm being honest with you.
Right.
Yeah. It's pretty killer.
It's tempting. So I don't know, just for like the medicinal benefits, obviously you're not using it to,
and you're not getting loaded, which is nice. You know what I mean? Like you're taking a small enough dose where you're not tripping, you're not seeing shit. It's not psychotropic. Like it's just pure.
You're functioning. Yeah.
Yeah, totally.
It helps you function better.
Mm-hmm.
Well, what's funny? So I was listening to a podcast that's called, something. Anyway, there's a comedian's podcast, but he had Prof on as a guest.
Oh, nice.
And so Prof was talking about how he got caught in the airport with 2 bags of LSD and a box cutter.
Oh my God.
And then he was and basically all that ended up happening, he thought he was getting arrested, but they took the blade out of the box cutter, put everything back in his backpack, and told him to go ahead. And so he was like, yeah, thank God for being white.
Oh my God.
But he said he microdoses LSD, which I thought was, he takes like a little 1/8 of a tab.
Yeah.
And he said it just helps him like keep going and focus the entire day. I was like, that's interesting. I don't know that I'd want to go synthetic, like full chemical.
No. Yeah, the mushrooms would be the way to go.
Yeah. But I just thought that was pretty interesting. So I don't know. It's a thought I kick around. There's a lot of thoughts I kick around when I go through a long time of feeling like shit. So
I mean, it wouldn't be a bad idea, man. I'd look into it for sure.
Some research time maybe.
Mm-hmm. And then just have one full dose, blast yourself, get all your demons out, and you're fine.
Do like an ayahuasca type cleanse.
Yeah, I did that before I moved to Colorado. I ate a fucking handful, chugged a bunch of orange juice on an empty stomach.
And just fucking like let it fly.
Oh yeah, dude. I was I was frying for sure. It was like 4 hours, and then it was like totally fine the rest of
Right.
the day. Hmm.
I mean, I've done them before. That was a long time ago, and it was
Yeah,
definitely not for any sort of benefit.
that was just a trip.
Other than for the fun of it all.
Yep.
But I hate the taste of mushrooms, and so that's what always kept me
Oh,
from.
dude.
That's what always kept me
Ugh.
from doing them a lot.
That's why, like, that's why the pill form is super great because it's ground up. You can just pop it and be done, or like
Right. You don't have to
blend it
actually
up and
taste
throw it in like
this.
a smoothie, or like you can do pizza or whatever. Just because I mean, it tastes like shit.
Oh yeah, it tastes like what it grows
yeah,
in.
it's
It's pretty
literally
gross. Yeah.
yeah.
Oh, okay. So last weekend, did you see where I was last weekend? What I did last weekend?
Was that the special? I don't want to say
It,
Special Olympics. Was it just
it
like
was a Special Olympics.
Because I remember that the one big kid who had the blonde hair, the big brown dude.
Right. Yeah. Isaac.
Yeah. So yes, Isaac. That's his name.
Yeah.
So that one Special Olympics meet that I helped out when I was still at Iron Warrior, I think.
Uh-huh.
That was years ago. Yeah, he pulled 5 something. The kid's an animal. Like
right. I think his numbers are probably pretty much the same as what they were back then. But yeah, Jesse, who runs a special, anyone who doesn't know, Jesse runs the Special Olympics in Colorado. He is also a physical therapist. And he's also owns a gym and
great coach, great dude.
Parker, knows a lot. His great, he's the kind of coach that he looks at somebody and can tell you exactly what their changes need to be just by eyeballing. So he knows a lot. It's great. It's been great to get to know him. And so he asked me, we went down, it was when I saw him at the powerlifting meet in August.
Yeah.
That I took Shelby to, and he had a girl there. He asked me to come help out with this meet. So made it work. It's kind of a last minute deal. Woke up at like 4:00 in the morning and left.
Yeah.
I kind of forgot about it just with everything that was going on. And then I was like, oh shit, we got that this weekend. So left super early in the morning, got there. I did the announcing. Well, that was kind of a last minute thing that I started doing, but I was kind of the reserve official.
Yeah.
So I had to still watch all the lifts and make sure that everyone was doing everything. So that way, if there's any question, I was the yay, nay, for the final, if anyone had any beefs. And then I was also taking next lift numbers. And then I started announcing names, which was probably the most fun part for me, is because
you hype them up a little bit.
Yeah.
And
they loved hearing their names. And
of course.
And Jesse's like, shit, he's like, they offered me a mic. He said, I'm glad I didn't take it. He said, and I was like, yeah, it's great now. I said, I'm about to lose my voice here. Like in the next hour, this is going to be done. And it's funny, is one of the videos I posted, this guy was like, he's like, was Steve Austin announcing? And I went back and listened. I'm like, what the hell is he talking about? And I'm like, no, that was me. He's like, oh shit, that sounded like Stone Cold. And I'm like, did it? Like, but probably because at that point it was the last deadlift.
Yeah.
And my voice was going. And so I had that extra rasp.
Yep.
And I was trying to get everyone hyped up for the last pull of the day. But it's just
smash a couple of Coors Lights together.
Yeah, I know. Yeah. It was cool. It was a lot of fun to be a part of.
It's a really rewarding experience, man. It's pretty cool.
They have so much fun, and I'm so like, of all the shit I talk and all the I posted the slow children, caution slow children.
Yeah,
it's all because in all honesty, these guys and girls that compete in this, I'm so jealous of, because they don't have the fear and they don't have the hesitancy of lifting.
They just go and do it, man.
They walk up and they do it. If it goes, it goes. If it doesn't, it doesn't bother them. Like, I mean, a lot of them it does, but they get over it quick, but they're not hesitating walking up. It's like, okay, yeah, I'm going to go do this. And then if it moves, it moves. If not, it doesn't. And so it's a lot of fun to watch, and it makes me want to lift even more.
Yep.
And it makes me want to walk into my lift without thinking so much about how hard it's going to be.
Yeah,
like,
I mean,
how
it gives
heavy
you
it's
perspective. Totally, like it kind of makes you think like, oh fuck, like these guys are smashing shit. What
Yeah.
the fuck is my excuse?
Yeah, and it's not like they're doing like, I mean, some of them do light weights because in all honesty, there's really small people. I mean, there's this really skinny 16-year-old kid, but for his size, he was moving some weight.
Mhm.
And for someone who'd only been lifting for like a year, he's still moving some weight.
Yep.
But these people, these guys, these girls, they're moving real weight. Like this isn't, these aren't like, oh, that's good for a special needs person. It's like, no, that's some good weight.
That's fucking weight.
In general, that's some
Yeah.
good weight. So the guy I posted most of my videos on, I did one video with Isaac. The other videos, it was this guy. There was a group of people that came from Minnesota to the meet, and then a group from Arkansas. And this guy out of Minnesota, just killer numbers. So his squat was just under 600.
Shut the fuck up.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude.
He failed his third attempt bench at 404.
But still, yo. Like,
right. He hit like the 380 something that was before that.
Yeah.
And his final pull, the one I was trying to get everyone hyped for and like super excited for, his final pull was 674. And he nailed it. And I told him after, I was like, you need to be in a regular powerlifting meet.
Yo, no kidding. Like
I said, these are real numbers. Like these are, and he weighed in at 224. I said, you have good numbers. You should compete in a regular meet as well. Like, I'm not saying don't compete in the Special Olympics, but like
those are, I don't care who the fuck you are. Those are real numbers.
Those are, that's real solid movements.
Now I want to see the total of that. Okay. It was, what'd you say? It was
his squat, I believe, was like 580. We'll say 585 to round it.
Okay. 386 bench.
Yeah. And then
plus the 672.
That low 670 kilo number.
1641.
Yeah, so over a 1600 total for a 224 weigh-in. Yeah, that's
I don't give a fuck who you are.
Yeah, that's a hell of a total.
That's a hell of a total.
That's something we're proud of. So, and it was cool to meet their coaches. Got to talk to coaches from the other states, and got to know some of the other people that work in Colorado a lot more. So, luckily, it's something we'll be able to be a part of. I gave out some T-shirts and hats to the winners. For lifting ugly, but as far as like lifting ugly and as far as industry strength, it's definitely something that we're gonna try and push to be a part of on a regular basis.
Yep.
State meet is here in Grand Junction, so that's easy. The other ones, I'm actually more willing to travel to those and spend the money to travel to those than a regular powerlifting meet, unless I have somebody in it.
I mean, if you decided to go with like a USPA, like to get your gym certified, wouldn't be a bad idea, man.
Right.
I mean, because you can get people from Arizona, Utah, California, Nevada, like there would be New Mexico.
Yeah, we're in a good central location if we can get a solid, and I like the WRPF. They just aren't going to have the pull.
Well, that and like you need a monolith for the most part.
Yeah, and they do some rack, but yeah, they do. Yeah. They tend to. I think they seem to like the mono a little bit more. But I'm going to try and get Jesse on as a guest. And it's not going to be hard. I'll just have to ask him.
Yeah.
Here in the next few weeks, we'll get him on so he can discuss the Special Olympics. And he's a guy. He's got some stories, man. He's lifted with Ed Cohn. He's lifted with all the big name old timers. He's been around the game for a long time.
I've known him for probably 4 years now.
Yeah,
something like that. I first met him when. Oh my god, was it a Valkyries meet? Yeah, it was like some like all women's meet in in Denver, and it was rad. He's just a super smart dude, super cool, very giving, like just all around solid guy. So major kudos to Jesse for putting it on and being a solid figure in this sport.
Yep. So we'll get some more insight. We'll have him on. He can talk about the Special Olympics, and we'll find out more about. He doesn't talk about a lot about where he came from, like the people he knows and he's lifted with, but we can squeeze some things out of it. I know he spotted
he told me he gave a there we go. That
he
heavy
spotted
bench.
Yeah. And he's like, what am I supposed to do with this shit?
Like, what the fuck am I supposed to do with a 900-pound bench? Like,
right. Okay.
He gave a handoff to Ed Cohen too for, I can't remember what the bench was, but it was something fucking insane. So
yeah, I was talking to him about when Mark Bell on Tom Segura's podcast was talking about when he blew his knees out on like a 1,000-pound squat. And so that's when I was talking to Jesse about that, and he's like, oh yeah, he said I was there when he hit like 9 something, and he's like, you have spotters. He's like, but no one's gonna do shit.
No, what are you gonna do with 900 pounds falling on the fucking ground? Like, you're not gonna do a goddamn thing.
Yeah, 900 pounds plus gravity, and it just it shouldn't happen. So it'll be I haven't talked to him about it yet, but I don't see why. I think he would agree to it, to be on. And
no, he got some great stories, that's for sure.
Yeah, so we'll dig into that. So hopefully we have him on there. I think that'd be good listen for everyone. Get some good insights. So now, I asked Alkai here to give me a tip on either, I can't remember, how did I phrase it? Either picking up, how to pick up a lifting female. I really don't like the term muscle mommy. I think it's a stupid ass term.
It's dumb, and it puts an age on it, in my opinion.
Right. Yeah. And I don't like using it. It was the easiest way to get my point across when I text you, but I don't like it. So I'm going to say how to pick up a solid lifting female.
Real woman who knows how to lift.
Yes.
Yeah.
And he said, I don't know. And I said, make something up. So it'll be entertaining.
I'm not one to approach chicks in the gym and be like, like, first of all, it's not why I'm there.
So how would that work? So if in the scenario where there was, as people post all the time, there's a gym crush. So some girl you like at the gym, how would you go about? And it doesn't have to be like, I'm going to walk up and say this and then we're smashing type of thing.
Mm-hmm.
But what would be your way of getting attention and smashing that shit?
So is she okay, is she do strongman? Is she a bodybuilder, or is she a power lifter? Or just a regular gym chick?
Your choice.
Okay, so it's a regular gym chick. I'm not talking to you. I don't give a shit about you.
Okay, so that rules that one out.
Yeah, don't give a fuck. Save your bullshit for Instagram. Go fuck yourself. So,
and if
she's a strong woman, it's kind of hard because I feel like.
So that's because everyone, and I posted something about this the other day. It's a cult. The gym culture is its own little cult. But each section has its own group that kind of separates from everyone else. So to be in the powerlifting world and try to approach a strong man, strong woman is difficult because they're more interested in their group, and vice versa. And then bodybuilding is a little bit different. It's easier to kind of infiltrate just because.
Well, I mean, I have no physique other than trapped shoulders and forearms. So like, I'm not going to be like.
Uh-oh, there you go.
Oh, there we go. What I was saying was, it's like, I'm not going to try and stand there and flex my fucking bicep to try and get your attention. Like, we both know that's not my MO. But after a heavy bench session, if my traps and shoulders are popping, like, I'll stand there and admire it for a second, but I'm not doing that for your fucking attention. I'm doing that because shoulders and traps are a nice thing to look at.
So the approach for attention, to grab the eye, not even for attention, to grab the eye
Okay.
of the person that has your eye.
Okay. So I'm just gonna stick with the powerlifter chick. Is that
Okay.
that's cool?
Fair.
All right.
Yep, that's fair.
I'm hoping it's a heavy day. Like it's gotta be like I'm hoping squat, bench, or dead or something within 90% and up. You know what I mean? Because that's the time to show out. Like that's
Right.
yeah. And first of all, if a hot chick is in there, like your testosterone's already gonna be flaring on top of all the extra shit I put into my body. So
on top of the other
on top of the Tren Halo and Anadrol, which I'm already flying from. And I think some chicks like the angry look, like
right.
the fuck you don't talk to me until I'm done hitting this shit.
Yep. That's key one.
Well, it is.
Every girl wants what they don't what it looks like they can't have.
Okay, so you're less accessible, right? You got full halo face. So the last thing anyone wants to do is approach you and try and say anything. So what I'm gonna do is make little subtle eye contacts the entire time, or if she's lifting, like after she's done, I'll be like, oh, that's killer. Like good squat, good bench, good deadlift, whatever. Keep it simple. Like the last thing I'm gonna do is walk up and be like, fucking give me your number kind of shit. It starts with
just give him a slap on, slap on the ass and be like, hell of a squat.
Minus the slap on the ass.
maybe not quite so.
No, like a good like shoulder tap, be like, hey, good shit, and then proceed to walk over and then bench over 500 pounds. You know what I mean? And then see if she reciprocates. And if she reciprocates it, then be like, oh, do you want to grab food?
The doors are open.
do you want to grab food?
Well, because all right, I like it.
I mean, that's what I've done before, and that's what works. So like after someone was done squatting, I was like, oh fuck, this chick is cute and she's buff. So I was like, oh, nice fucking squat.
So really, in this world, the same thing that's going to get your attention. I mean, obviously, an attractive person is an attractive person. But what's really going to get your attention is a female that can lift.
Yeah.
And can lift well.
Yeah. Oh my God, mechanics. I don't care what's on the bar. If you physically have proper movements while
if it's a garbage squat, it's gonna be like, ugh. If she can't perform that well, then I can only imagine all the other trash that she puts out.
if you got a hoodie on, you have your belt on, you got your wrist wraps, and you got like your Chucks are all black Vans, like I already have a major boner for you. So the last thing, like I'm gonna watch you do your thing and be like, oh fuck, that was a great squat, that was a great deadlift, that was a great bench, and then see how she responds to it. And then that, to me, that's like planting the seed. Like you can't just and do it right off the bat. You gotta like creep to it, you know?
Right.
Like you can't just fucking be like, oh cool, great squat. You want to grab dinner sometime? You gotta have
you have to knock.
You have to segment it. Yeah.
Wait for the door to open, and then gently open and see. But yeah, so I was saying, so the thing that catches your eye, the good lift, the strong lift, is ultimately, if somebody is in that realm, that's gonna be the same thing that catches their eye, right?
Yeah. Or if
hopefully that's the goal anyway.
If she has fucking crazy eyes while she's lifting or before she goes to do a set, then yes. Does she pee while she squats or deadlifts?
Hopefully.
Hopefully. Fucking let's hope so. Major turn on. But something you gotta like ease into, and then like, okay, then maybe like, oh, can you spot me on squats, or oh, can you give me a handoff on bench, or you know what I mean, just like the little things like that are like the dumb love languages of powerlifters of like, oh, let's grab food, or can I spot you, or fuck, that was a great movement, shit, that looked really good, oh, do you have a deload this week, like just like all the little things.
It's the same thing that you would do to get a new friend in the gym.
Oh, 100%. Yeah. But you kind of have to like, your eye contact has to be different. Your mannerisms have to be different. Your tone of voice has to be different. Don't walk up and give her a fist bump. Like, you know what I mean? Like just,
don't treat her like a bro. or else that's what she's gonna end up
Then
being.
you're gonna set yourself up for being a bro and just a training partner. Like, I'm trying to train with you, eat with you, and have gross gym sex after. You know what I mean? Like, we're not showering after. We're both slimy and gross.
Right.
And then yeah, exactly.
I
We both got the stank.
See, I have to ask you for the tips
Okay.
because I can't give tips.
Oh no, that's right.
Because
you know, being married or whatever.
not that I don't have any, I just can't say them because then it looks like I'm practicing them.
Oh, and that's we can't
Which
be having you do that.
I can't give the appearance that I'm practicing these tips. That's bad news for me.
Nope.
So comes from Alki. It's Alki. I'm just verifying.
Just to be clear,
my only tip is try and look as good as you can and be very handsome, and then that maybe that'll work.
Have a couple pop blood vessels in your eye. Like, I don't know, if I saw a chick with that shit, I'm already
torn callous hands.
Oh my god!
Right?
If you got shin scrapes, you got fucked up calluses, you got pop blood vessels in your eye, your nose is bleeding a little bit. There's piss on the platform. You have a custom made Pioneer belt.
There you go.
Yeah.
That's a huge turn on.
She doesn't have SBD gear. But yeah, honestly, like, I don't know. My batting average is pretty shitty. So you're asking the wrong fucking person.
I think that's a pretty solid technique. I just don't think that you've been at this point. You're focused on what you're doing for your meet. So.
And that's also a key component.
Right.
Like, if you're going into your training session trying to impress somebody other than your fucking self and your coach, you're already setting yourself up for failure. The last thing that you want to be doing is walking in trying to fucking get someone else's attention, because your actions should be speaking for you. Right.
So whatever you're doing on that day that you planned on doing on that day should be enough. Yeah. If that doesn't get the attention, then don't. If you change, and this is regardless. If you change anything you do in your life to get somebody else's attention and focus, you've already failed. Because
that's the Instagram lifting, and you can blow that shit out your fucking ass, loser.
Yeah. So just do what you do, and then, I mean, really, in all honesty, what you said is it goes both ways. Mm-hmm. Like some people do. That information also goes both ways. So, any girl that's trying to get a guy's attention, there's the physical things that'll grab a guy's attention, but he's not. If you want the respect of like the progression of it all, it's your solid lifting and if you have that mean mug when you're going into your lift even as a female, then any guy's gonna be like, oh shit, hell yeah.
Yeah, or like, I mean,
that's just dope.
Like, if you got traps and shoulders, I'm in trouble. Like, I don't give a shit about biceps or whatever, but like, if you got big fucking hamstrings, you got a nice lower back, you got traps and shoulders, and you work out your rear delts, I'm in trouble.
Game time.
Mm-hmm. Also, I noticed that I don't know. Maybe I'm just weird. I prefer older chicks because they approach you.
Right. Because at that point, once women get to a certain age, they don't have time and they don't want to take the time to mess around with any of the gamesmanship of it. And so it's more of a, hey, let's, you into this or not? Like what that establishment is. It's not like they're not just gonna walk up to you in the gym and be like, yo, we're gonna go do this or not. It's like once that door opens, once they're like, oh yeah, that motherfucker can lift. Mm-hmm. Even for a young buck, he's got his shit together. Then then it's no nonsense. So that's probably
current situation right now. So I'm pretty stoked.
Right.
Hey, if you 35 and up.
You have 2 more weeks of focus.
Yep.
Mm-hmm. So, just ease through all that.
Oh, 100%.
And then you can spread the seed.
Yeah.
Just all over, just
glazing.
Take it.
We're glazing.
All right. Well, that was fun. Look at that.
Yeah, no,
I was like,
if I come up with anything else, then I'll send it your way.
we'll revisit this topic later, I'm sure.
Oh, I'm sure.
It's a good little touch base type of thing. So I was like, oh, we'll just do like a 45-minute podcast, just run through everything real quick, and then here we are an hour later, and still hitting it. So, all right, let's we'll roll through everything. I don't have a white lights, red lights.
No worries.
We substituted today, but everyone make sure you go to maxbarbell.com, check out all the gear that they've got, and generalleathercraft.com for all the pioneer lifting. That's the belts that you have heard so much about, and that will make you more attractive to the opposite sex or the same sex if that's what you want them to be attracted
to. Whatever your shit is.
In all honesty, if I see a guy with a good custom belt, I want to be his friend.
Hey, there's nothing wrong with it. Do you know what? If there's one fucking thing I've learned about this sport is I have not attracted more dudes, but I've gotten more attention from fellow strong fucks than I do from women. And you know what? I will take that any day of the week. There's nothing better than the strongest dude in the gym being like, good shit.
Hell yeah.
I'll take that any fucking day, or when they ask you for a handoff or a spot, I'll take that any fucking day over pussy. I don't give a shit what anyone else says. If the strongest fucker in the gym is asking you personally or is telling you personally that you did good shit,
then it's good shit.
That's why we here.
That's right. Well, it's like there's that whole meme where it's like what you think is going to happen when you lift weights, and it's all these girls attached, and what actually happens, and it's just a bunch of dudes.
Yeah,
but bunch of dudes isn't a bad thing, because that one woman here or there, they come and go.
Yep.
Yeah, those dudes that
boys
are there
forever.
Right. Those boys will be your boys for a long time.
Yeah.
and that's with all types of handoffs, if that's what you're into.
100%.
So, regardless, a Pioneer lifting belt is going to make you some friends.
Mm-hmm.
Guaranteed. If you have a good custom belt, you will make friends that you want to make. All right. Everything lifting ugly. Just go search it. You'll find us. Bellies_out_benching for my man Alkai here. Make sure you follow him. And if you are interested in his coaching, you can get a hold of him on that Instagram as well.
It's not terrible.
It's not terrible. There's some people at this gym that aren't terrible with it.
Actually, you know what? Real quick, I want to give a quick shout out to one of my lifters. Grace. She deleted her Instagram, but
damn it, Grace.
I know. She hates it. She's like, I don't want fucking affirmation from other people. She's fantastic. Yeah, I know. She's 150 something, I think. But she squatted 3, pulled 315, and benched 180 something. So she's
nice.
Yeah, doing very good.
On that note, we'll give. I have to give some love for Shelby, who finally hit 135 on her bench, and not only did she hit it once, but we did 5 singles.
Oh,
and she hit all 5 without a spot.
Love that.
Yeah. So
good job, Shelby.
She did. Did good. It's a good kid. Good kid there.
Very good kid there.
And I'm just gonna put it out on blast because I don't think she ever listens to these anyways. She told me she's been talking to our boy Hans.
Oh.
So
wow.
I was like,
good job, Hans. That's a good kid. I missed that fucker, man.
Yeah. I when I heard that, I just smiled. I was like, that's a good kid right there. It's a good person to talk to.
Yeah.
So anyway, everyone make sure to go to Lifting Ugly. Check out all the gear we got there as well. If you want to support, patreon.com/Lifting Ugly. Say hi.
Oh, look at the.
She needs to go to the bathroom, or she's
so needy. Yeah. That's so cute.
So, all right. On that note, because my camera's not going to work anyway, Alkai, we will chat with you next time.
Goddamn right.
Ladies and gentlemen, we're out of here. Thank you for joining us.
Peace.
Peace.